changes in the last patch, but clearly believes in it enough for one matchup. So here we go. Gunshots into the troll boot. It's gonna check Jacqui from full screen. Wants nothing to do with those shots. Is gonna use that boot to control the temp. Bit of a counter zoning tactic. Alright, into the trance. Monster forced to break early, but has iLuusions back to the wall.
And this is exactly where Quan doesn't want to be. This man has a life alert button when he gets knocked down in the corner. And just like that.
Yeah, smelling bad. Real stink in the corner. The pressure from Jacqui doesn't have to spin the bar at all. Chips out with the hand cannon. And iLuusions back into the wall.
Round 2.
Which is funny because he wanted to look to keep this at long distance with that troll boot. iLuusions is able to control the space at full screen, which is what he wants. But when his back is to the wall against some of the best mix in the entire game, and a delayed NJP, forget the explanation. I'm in control now. Who cares about Jacqui's mix?
He is doing all kinds of mix right now, utilizing hit stun, throwing in some weird mix-ups. He did back one, he did back three, two, sky drop. What was that?
Yeah. No confirmed, but still kept the damage in control. What we saw there, iLuusions actually went for the meaty neutral jump attacks, knowing that YungMonster would wake up with the interactable. Smart stuff, taking advantage of the reads, basically, at this point.
I don't know what happened there in that entire sequence, but he did the EX sword that has 8,000 hits of armor, and she did a low rocket, and the sword completely whiffed on her. It was pretty nutty. And YungMonster, iLuusions doesn't have a bar to work with here.
It gives him a chance he's going to survive it. Will iLuusions have enough to come back? One hit is all it takes to get going. Use the plus frames. Wow, and a input error from YungMonster. Giving iLuusions life, the casual overhead, and smart delay.
Cassie, but man, I'm not too sure here.
Alright, he's going to stick with the warlock. Going again for the overhead, but YungMonster using that ground pound to stay in the air long enough to avoid. Alright, go ahead. I'll make sure you hear me straight.
Yeah, and iLuusions come off the breaker real early, and now YungMonster has the corner right where he wants him. And he's got to eat all this mix, finally gets stuff out of the corner.
Alright, eats a couple bullets, but that's okay. That beats being stuck in the corner for positioning. Still's gonna eat the bulk of this full combo, and this Briggs hurts. Yeah, she hurts more than most, man. And the B&B from anywhere on the screen can easily rise over 35%. Spinning a bar, and YungMonster securing round 1. Trying to run away 2 games to 0. How will iLuusions respond?
Wake up, up rocket. One of the best Jacqui Briggs gimmicks that there is in the entire game. Meterless up rocket. It's incredibly fast though, and it'll catch you off guard if you don't Oki correctly. And here we go. iLuusions trying to get any kind of momentum now. Gets him with the newly found overhead. Thank you, Paulo. And he's going to get some mix here. Is he needs to hit something and go for 50-50? Nope, he wants the damage.
Yeah, take the entirety of it. 42% meaty NJP, super deep, super plus, and a swift chop to those thighs. And Quan, the sorcerer himself. Oh, empty jump overhead. iLuusions stops. What is this new age stuff? Into the trance. What's it going to be? Jump back. Completing the combo. iLuusions showing time and time again that he wants the damage over the setup. And YungMonster is going to spin the meter to escape. Now in control. Overhead. Wow. And you talk about a move that's supposed to have multiple hits of armor. Not fast enough as YungMonster is able to fight through. Forces iLuusions to come off the meter. And wait a minute. Raw back 2 into trance. That's not an overhead. Did he know it was going to hit?
Oh, and YungMonster gets him back into the corner without any meter. But puts himself in the corner trying to jump over and gets the 50-50. This is your kill.
And this is going to be death.
Mama Briggs doing some big girl damage. Hello, and YungMonster.
And the poise to not choke and drop the combo. Snatching it away from iLuusions. Going up 2-0.
Hello? Sorry about that, guys. I don't even know what that was. The microphone just went crazy.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you're still here because...
Yep. We're alive. We're alive.
Alright. Cool. I just wanted to, well, what else is live as iLuusions in his Grandmaster Sub-Zero. Trying to find a way to control. I mean, the clone is meant for spacing, and you know, maybe he wants to stay away, but he's just struggling to get anything going at this point. YungMonster in full control in a last-ditch effort to try to escape the clone, but instead cancels the ground power right on top of it. Back to the corner. Oh, and the smart stuff from YungMonster trying to use the invincibility from that interactable with iLuusions right on point with the reactions.
Oh, and the read on the up rocket. Hello. And not reacting to jump out from iLuusions. And wow, what a conversion with the back three into Ice Clone. And iLuusions has a chance here. And I think he thought that YungMonster was going for that instantly, and that's why he did that down four, was trying to low profile that. Didn't get there, but he still got the corner here.
All right, delayed wake up again from YungMonster. These two exchanging invincibility and jump kicks on that long totem in the middle as that guy is working hard to get the rock straight. YungMonster putting in work, spinning, and doesn't spin the bar.
He actually risked it all with the EX slide to try to put him back in the corner. YungMonster's going to 3-0 the points leader right now to make it in the semifinals.
Blows his back out. FullAuto's a guy who knows the Kitana matchup, you know, in and out. You know, being there with the tie and living in Florida and playing it all the time. And Star Charger definitely one of the top Kitanas out there, no question.
Oh, for sure. And Frozen Acid going with Inferno Scorpion. Someone who we actually talked about before we went live. Was we actually had a little conversation about Inferno Scorpion. Here we go.
Is this real? Wait a minute, yo, Young Frozen Acid the God. You know, I started my day playing ranked matches, and I was complaining to you about, you know, day one MKX and how getting bodied by Inferno Scorpion. And here he is in a serious environment going up against Jacqui, who is currently wearing his costume, cosplaying as Scorpion, trying to body Scorpion. What is actually happening right now?
And Frozen Acid with Inferno Scorpion, and we saw him pick Inferno really early on Monday evening, but come off him almost instantly, but he is feeling it right now with Inferno Scorpion. I like what I'm seeing from Frozen Acid. Bring it the hype.
Yo, wait a minute, one round is all it takes. You've proven to yourself and to the people that you can in fact win with the character. You can at least get on the board. Using the plus pressure of the 2-1, gets the reversal throw into the corner. A little spike here and there, but that's okay. That's to be expected with these Inferno Scorpion flips. No, let me stop. The guy's good, but this character brings so much stigma.
FullAuto dropping so much damage there, and very good there from Frozen Acid, knowing the gap there and going for the teleport, gets him out of the corner. That's the perfect positioning for Scorpion, and waiting on the matchup. Oh, comes off the bar though, and FullAuto's gonna make him pay with big damage.
All right, it's gonna get 34%. Goes for the setup instead. Forces the teleport. Frozen Acid staying composed. Right into that EX teleport. Maybe he had a read, saw something hard. No, wake up slide. He is making all the reads right now. One touch and he can kill.
And that is that.
Will he get the conversion?
Nope, but FullAuto has a bar.
No, but this is unbreakable damage. Oh, and doesn't go for the throw. Instead, forces FullAuto to break. He's gonna trade demons.
And the area of FullAuto.
Woo. All right, and FullAuto staying alive in this game with that air-to-air jump kick. It's a serious challenge, being that Scorpion's jump kicks is easily one of the best in the game, coming at 6 frames and a hella priority.
And the active frames on it, I think it's 12 or 13 active frames. That thing is through the roof when you're trying to air-to-air, anti-air anything. And wow, here we go.
And a little shimmy reset coming from Frozen Acid after the restand from the spear. Gets the low, whips a demon. Oh boy, it doesn't watch his dome. This is going to hurt. All meterless damage into the hard knockdown. FullAuto going for the Q stuff. Oh, and denied on the anti-airs. Forced to break. Both guys have just shy of a bar meter.
And the air. Oh, I think FullAuto actually could have full combo there. He had the corner.
Wow, and doesn't recognize that 2-1 would have stand for a full combo. Instead, goes for the air teleport. And not sure
like
of the decision making. And FullAuto's gonna come back. Yeah, man.
And here we go. And I'm actually just noticing, wow, this anti with the stand 3. Getting things started. Hello, Frozen Acid. Already half of his life is gone from that one reaction at the beginning of that match.
All right, he's gonna restand now into the flame aura, using the plus frames from that stand 3 on hit. And an EX teleport. I mean, such a huge life lead.
3 of his meter. God.
Yeah, unnecessary risk.
This is the end of you. Round 2. Fight.
Yo.
Ooh, those raw teleports have been so hit or miss for Frozen Acid, but he can bring this back. We've seen Hellfire, I think, have the most flawlesses in Combat Cup.
Oh man, you gotta check the stats on that one. That's bold claim, and this time FullAuto using the patience baits out the read on top of a read. You know, when you jump in, you think someone's gonna anti-air you, so you do something super unsafe to try to, you know, beat it. But FullAuto on point, just waiting and playing the patient game once again, taking advantage of Frozen Acid and what seems to be these just errant teleports. He's looking for the hard read, and they're just not working in his favor.
I'm pretty sure Raptor has 2. That's what makes me say that. I know Raptor has 1. I think he has a second one with this character. But the damage can happen so quick if he gets 1 Hellfire or 1 Stand 3. The potential mix. Oh my gosh! If he has a bar, when he held the fireball. But that's not something. It's not a game you want to play with Mama.
And there we go. Again, back-to-back teleports. What is going on? Frozen Acid playing so solid outside of throwing these teleports, which is essentially giving away life at this point. FullAuto taking advantage, mixes them up, and there we go. Now it's 2-0. Just like that. A few teleports have... This series is wide open. These guys are just about equal level, you know, playing basically at the same pace on both ends, except for when Acid gives away the damage on the teleports. I like to see him respond.
I'm loving the use of teleport to blow up the gaps in the corner that immediately reverses the position. He's done that so well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good from FullAuto, simply waiting out the activation of the Hellfire. So many people try to challenge it and get full comboed for their efforts.
And talk about that jump 3. There it is. Catching FullAuto trying to jump away. Instead, it's going to eat a full combo for his troubles. Staggers into the overhead. Cuts the teleport short this time and takes advantage of the plus frames on that down 1 on hit. Not sure what FullAuto was trying to do there, but either way, it wasn't his turn. He's going to eat the bulk of that combo, cost himself the round, and Frozen Acid showing signs of life here. No crazy teleports that round. Simply fighting back the old-fashioned way.
And standing his ground. That's the difference I've seen, is that he's standing his ground a little more.
All right, the meaty flavor, sick stuff there, but FullAuto's going to challenge with the down 1 and wake up anyway.
And the back 4-2s from FullAuto, that might be the 3rd or 4th one in a row that's actually hit him in the neutral. I guess they're trying to press a button.
Yeah, talk about spacing, man. Playing footsies with special moves. I respect it.
Oh, and very good read on the jump.
And there you go, Aquaman. As you say, another back forward 2. Tries to throw an extra one out. This one whiffs, but FullAuto's still in control and doesn't recognize.
He had the whiff punish on the stand 3, but didn't commit. And all he had to do was 1-2, 1-2. But FullAuto's going to take it anyway, and he has match point now to make it in the top 4.
Yeah, and granted there, that wasn't a bunch of drops by FullAuto. That was him purposely letting those combos go, not giving Frozen Acid the chance to break. He wanted to secure the round first and foremost, allows him to keep his bar, which is fine for the current time being, but restand into the spear. Get over here. What's it going to be? Staggers low. FullAuto, defense on point. Plus frames.
Teleport and fake. Caught FullAuto pressing another button.
Alright, goes for the down 2 a little too late there.
And it actually doesn't work finally in the neutral. I think FullAuto almost expected it to hit at the ratio that it was working.
And the smart stuff, FullAuto breaks into the corner, keeps Acid's back to the wall. Now he's forced to break. Almost a bar from FullAuto. He's gained it now, but he's in the middle of the combo. Will he survive to even use it again?
Oh, this is going to be close! And he actually stopped it on purpose to go for the chip out. That was the smart stuff from Frozen Acid. Rather than
it worked out in his favor as Frozen Acid crawls back into this fight, now down 2-1.
Oh, he's going to start off with some damage here. Trying to take all the momentum away from Frozen Acid. But Frozen Acid, he's just been a fighter this entire set so far. What's the mix? And he just goes for the damage and the chip. That was sexy.
And that cancel was so crispy, I didn't even see it. I only heard it. Nice little flame in my ear, and just like this, Acid's running away with round 1. Oh, and the spike there, enough to chip out. And Scorpion pretty much sick of Jacqui wearing his costume, doesn't find it flattering anymore. As we know, Scorpion hates teddy bears, and he probably hates cosplayers as well. Who knows?
What doesn't Scorpion hate, KP?
Hell.
That's exactly right.
That's all I got.
Very good runner
That's all I got.
to get him back in the corner. And Frozen Acid has another 3 bars. And we've seen Frozen Acid every time that he's full on meter. He usually comes off one of those bars. What's nice about Hellfire is that he builds so much meter. And the anti-air of the overhead gets a full combo here. And he's going to get it back into the corner with a mix coming. And good block from FullAuto.
Escapes the corner. And that time the teleport worked in his favor. See, making the read and the risk at the right time. And I don't know what happened, but he kept running until the stamina was gone. And FullAuto was like, okay, hold this choke, run, and take this shotgun to the back of the head.
Sometimes that is an input error, and you just run for days. But FullAuto gets Frozen Acid off his breaker early, and he's in a great position here.
All right, hit confirms it into the meterless combo. Oh, and drops it. FullAuto escapes, spins a bar.
And gets him with the overhead, and that is the Hellfire mix. And what a trade.
And that was beautiful. Just enough range after that flamer on hit to connect the 4-4 without having to move. And FullAuto losing control of the match and the set.
What a down 2! And this is Hellfire! Oh,
wait a minute, young man.
That's an anti-air right there. And Frozen Acid coming to life. And look at this, getting the momentum early here in this match. Let's see if he goes for some more mix.
All right, well, FullAuto showing him it's not a game anymore. He took off the Scorpion cosplay. I told you he didn't really appreciate that. Into the cyber outfit, which is one of the sickest in the game in my opinion. And there it is, the return of the crazy read on the teleport. And that didn't combo. FullAuto trying to sneak that low rocket in there, but Frozen Acid is steamrolling, baby. Huge, upwards of a 90% life lead, and we are in the midst of the classic.
Match point. If I was FullAuto there, when you had that meterless punish on the teleport, 1-2-1-2, I would have ended with back forward 1 to actually put him in the corner.
Yeah, and FullAuto's losing it here. He just blocked another teleport and punished with a down 1. Questionable decision there. Maybe he's rattled, but he's not dropping his corner combo.
41 meterless. Hello, Jacqui Briggs. Cancel to try to keep it safe. I think he was trying to bait out that teleport. That Frozen Acid was actually checking that every single time when he put the gap out.
Whoa, and wakes up with the slide, aka hi, I whiff this, punish me please. And FullAuto does just that, 34%, fighting back and the air-to-air jump on. Wait a minute.
Double match point. This is final round between both guys. And they both have a breaker, even meter. Anything can happen here.
All right, whiffing some things. These guys already worth the price of admission. FullAuto's gonna strike first blood and runs right into the spear. NJP, side switch, and the low. Not watching his legs with a drop combo. What is going on here?
Look at the actor frames on that jump kick, just out there for days and still getting the hit.
Whoa, and some props right there for that slick cross under. Got that jump kick in the teleport. Frozen Acid with the awareness to know he was going to pop. Run under, get that corner continuation. Doesn't have the combo, and this is going to hurt. What will FullAuto do? He's going to go for the damage. 36%. He's going to be first lows. And it's going down to the last hit. Pressure.
There was a potential trip right there. Didn't get it.
Oh, blocks the overhead. And both of these guys playing so conservative now. No one wants to take the big risk.
And, yeah, and he actually went over Jacqui and put her back into the corner, and the Hellfire just like kill. One more hit
to the last bit of health. What's it gonna be? The meaty setup and FullAuto is gonna the choke into the fatality. Aquaman.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, you didn't tell me they get down like this on Wednesdays, Aquaman. Come on. Just, you know, let's leave it at pants are optional, and we'll stick there as we get into this match.
And RetroTech is going special forces. Hello, we haven't seen Sonya in an ice age.
Ridiculous.
And just jumping over that drone laser like it doesn't even exist, and making it through to Sonya Blade. That is very, very early. I'm talking the first couple weeks. I got to grind it out against a Special Forces Sonya player, and it was just incredibly self-inducing having to hold that laser every couple seconds.
All right, well, hold this throw right now. RetroTech on his last bit of life there isn't able to survive and doesn't have the time or the space to successfully pull that drone out without getting punished. All right, raw telekick, and Semiij playing no games, trying to send a message. All right,
drone out, and here we go.
Right, he's gonna get the jump in.
That's exactly what drone is all about. Getting that thing out, getting that laser, following it in, generating pressure, and then just keeping it going. And in the corner, she can get some huge damage off of the drone drop. She can get upwards of 40%. I want to say meterless.
Awesome. And RetroTech actually with outstanding defense on display here and a whiff punish on the dive kick. And this is going to be mid-screen.
And 37 mid-screen. Hello.
Back into the summit. And the kamikaze drop there from Sonya. One strong hit away and enough reach on the forward two. RetroTech has to break. Trying to stay alive. Whiffs the jump punch. Oh, and the dive kick runs out of that patience that he displayed.
If it works, you'll go like a genius. If it doesn't, game two.
Yep. Yeah. All right, game two, as you say.
And Semiij having to hold those laser calls, but he can go ham, egg, and cheese when that drone is not in play.
Oh boy. Alright, well, give it a little chest tap right there, trying to check him from moving. He's gonna wake up with the projectile. That has no invincibility, no armor, nothing like that. And Semiij just gonna check him or wake up with that forward two. Swipe, runs in, gets the offense started. Counter poking game, backs up enough. Alright, the EX arc kick.
Oh,
trying to stay in control.
Caught Semiij trying to run in with the instant jump back dive kick and some big damage, 37%. Meterless mid-screen from Sonya. What is this, demo?
Oh, and a whiffed down two. Now, in the first game, there was a moment where Semiij punished RetroTech for whiffing that down two. And it was the difference between the games.
Oh my gosh. That conversion KP. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, wait a minute. We're talking about Semiij here. This is a guy who will pick up anything. He actually reminds me of, like, dare I say it, a Kitana player who kind of picks up, you know, Kitana players pick up conversions from all over the place because of the ease, you know, with the command, but Semiij able to cancel the perfect strings into that roll. Dashing up twice, blocks the down two, no punish.
And allows RetroTech to get out the drone. He's potentially got to eat some mixes here.
Right, does RetroTech have anything left in the tank? The EX fade on wake up to escape and a down two of his own. This one will not whiff. It will be all odds at the same time, and I'd be mad. So scratch that idea. Game three. He would
put on the Shao Kahn helmet and go, "You literally cannot see me."
Yeah, man, so bad.
And we have seen Retro's brawler before, and it's pretty decent. And showcasing that he's not a one-trick pony, going to Sonya and using Kitana 98% of the time. For the two characters we never see, he's doing a great job and doing the mix on Semiij, but Semiij has seen a lot of brawler Cassie having to play Sonic Fox like 3 finals straight in Kombat Cup C Season #1, and Semiij is trying to reclaim his spot as the top dog in the Kombat Cup.
Yeah, we saw RetroTech there in that first round successfully mix with the down 4 into the overhead tackle. Semiij just seems to not be giving up the low at all costs, and is okay with taking that small chunk, lump of damage from that overhead tackle, waiting for RetroTech to do something else other than the overhead, then taking advantage of the open. Smart stuff. RetroTech poking out of a fade cancel that isn't as plus as it may seem. And a nice whip punish on the duck side. It's gonna get full combo this time, 24%. Okay, patience. And a nice whip punish again. RetroTech fighting back. 24% back to back. That's just about half health.
I'm loving the control right now from RetroTech on the space and throws him out of the fade. There we go. Someone finally reacting accordingly and just simply throwing this man.
Yeah, Semiij's getting a little too comfortable holding the disappearance on the fade. RetroTech with the knowledge and the understanding that, wait a minute, maybe he's playing me. Ooh, shot to the face.
Oh,
wait a minute. More shots to the face.
And perfectly played the meter that entire time. RetroTech going into round number 3 with a breaker here. And a little bit of momentum finally.
Yeah, absolutely. He said one shot wasn't enough. Take more, baby girl. But this time, doesn't space out his back one first enough. Wow.
That was a perfect bait and the perfect space from Semiij there on the back one. Just kind of knowing that RetroTech was going to go for it at that exact range. And very good tip again from Retro. That's what Brawler's all about, is the hard knockdowns, off the command grabs, and going for the mix.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of mileage off those overhead tackles and the roll right through. RetroTech caught pressing buttons that wasn't a punish, but Semiij was going to challenge the gap in that string anyway.
And
back one flip
that
kick.
was absolutely savage. But Semiij...
And right there, it might... if we had to do end of the season or term or game or whatever, when it comes to a guy who's one of the most improving players, I mean, no question retired, that name. But he's going up against another one of those guys in Tweedy who's made the switch to the offline circuit, knocking a couple of top 16s under his belt, and no stranger to the top 8 here in the Kombat Cup. Who will join the ladies in the top 4? Who will get into the money? Atai, spacing neutral footsie god? Tweedy, the meta breaker, the guy who will pick whatever it takes to get the job done.
And no stranger to a top 4 in the Kombat Cup is Tweedy. This man made finals last season. But watch out, because Atai is just so deadly. And we've seen him play incredibly close against all the top players in the scene. And this man has done well since day 1 of Mortal Kombat X. And he travels, he's fought, he's grinded. Atai, one of the best in the scene.
Right now.
And as you said, one of the nicest guys.
For sure. Against the throw, Tweedy's gonna wake up, spend stuff on the meter, and that's one thing a lot about Tweedy. No matter where he is, whether it's one bar as far as meter goes, he will spend it. He has faith in his defense, doesn't rely on combo breakers too much, spins that bar for Kenshi's fantastic armor, and he has no problem using it as soon as he gets the bar. Alright, a little swag, the up 2-4 string from Atai is gonna drop the combo. But pick up right where he left off, keep the pressure going, in control.
And I'm just getting word that there was a little friendly trash talk from Atai earlier between these two. We'll see if it pays off.
I mean, if you want to know the real
Shortly
thing,
after I call this man incredibly nice, I get told there's a little trash talk on Twitter. Oh my god.
Yeah, and Atai actually has his mic on. Maybe that's the secret tech. Maybe he's talking, to Tweedy right now in true online warrior fashion. And gonna trash talk
and look at the momentum that he's building right now.
And everything is definitely in his favor. Tweedy finally is able to get something going with the reverse throw into the corner. And Atai ready for the teleport. Great reaction.
Oh no. I've got the tweet. And after this round, I'm going to read it.
Oh man. Alright, well right now, here he is. Tweedy in control of Atai.
Phenomenal backdash and the walk under the teleport, but didn't get what looked like the 1-1-1 fan. I'm not too sure if it was the connection, and no.
And Tweedy's not watching his feet. One of the fundamental mistakes against the Princess. He does not block low, looking for the slaughter from these two guys.
And that was a lot of nerves. It looked like a possible nerves hit the end because Atai didn't commit and actually let 2 combos go at the end of that match where Tweedy had a chance. But Atai, like you saw, Tweedy not watching his legs and getting clipped for a full combo. And I'm loving the aggression from Atai. We talked about it on Monday. Atai, you look at all the different Kitana players around the world, and Atai, one of the most aggressive that there is in the entire scene.
Oh, for sure. And about his defense right now, Atai, he's just frantically moving, jumping around, ducking, just trying to get Tweedy to whiff some demons so that he can, you know, begin his advance and rush towards where he wants to be, right inside that mid-range space where Kitana's pokes and normals reign supreme. But instead, Tweedy's gonna break one of the cardinal sins. The golden rule, do not jump. And Atai with a reaction to instant air fan.
And wow, what a check from Atai! Tweedy, that was perfect. That was all mental. Tweedy doing the push, which isn't punishable, but is minus, so he forces himself to block mentally, and Atai walking up and simply throwing this man to take the round, and he's got the meter here.
Absolutely, that was also great recognition. Atai noticing that Tweedy did not have any meter follow-up armor attack, so either way it went, he was going to take control, makes the right read on the throw and takes that round. The aggressor, as you say, Atai, running this matchup the way he wants to.
Oh, hello! The spacing from this man has been outstanding. He's gonna get the corner. Nope, puts it off the corner, but he's got the knockdown to try to put himself back out. Keeps it plus, and Tweedy respecting it with a bar. Very rare from Tweedy to respect plus frames when he's got meter.
All right, Atai has a break there. Tweedy, will he gain the meter in time to get the continuation? Kenshi, not a huge meterless damage guy, but gets to throw it to the corner. Any form of mix now. Low into overhead. Great blocks from Atai. Spins the bar. Push, defense
and
everywhere.
Ban?
A little close.
Oh my gosh!
Wow. That was fantastic. Atai trying to sneak that assassin strike in there, but too much startup frames. Tweedy able to clip Atai this time. Get his legs off and no punish on the assassin strike. Too much block stun there. And the armor on armor attack, Atai with the reads.
Oh, if he would have held it just a frame longer, it felt like he would have caught that stand one from Tweedy.
Oh yeah, man, it feels bad, man. That is the feeling every Kitana player knows when you don't think your opponent would challenge the parry, so you let it go, and then they do it anyway. These guys just slugging it out now, back-to-back offense.
Atai is pressing every button now and getting caught. And
there it is.
What a comeback from Tweedy. It's getting close. And getting hit. Simply running up. And there's one thing that I have not seen from Atai that we've seen from the likes of Dragon and a couple other Con players is the consistent anti-airs on the teleport from Tweedy. There was 1 week where he actually attempted it there. As I said that, we've seen Dragon get the down one so many times into a full combo, and then it shut down Tweedy before. But that was quite some time ago, and Tweedy has definitely tried to adapt his game plan so that the teleport's not as predictable as, say, before.
Predictable or not, no matter how you chop it up, Tweedy is in complete.
Wow, look at how far that down one went. Oh my god.
Yeah, Atai probably pressed the button there, try to check with the poke, doesn't matter what he did. Tweedy, you know, I don't know if you could adjust this well.
Oh my gosh, what a read on the upside.
But if I haven't seen it before, I'm sure seeing it now when Tweedy is in full control. Now let's see what his defense is about. Who cares? Armor up. He has the bar. No secret. Let's go up block just for 1 second. Atai is going to float into the jump kick for a little extra swag on it. Atai known to be one of the slickest combo guys out there when it comes to the princess.
What a down one from Tweedy to stop those princess shenanigans from happening. And Atai does not want to eat. He did not want to eat that big boy damage. But Tweedy, one more hit away.
He's interactable out and mashes down one until his heart's content. Finally hits with the 6th or 7th one, although I'm sure he pressed the button at least 20 times. Doesn't matter, works out in his favor.
Fight.
I don't know, how does he approach it? He's not playing bad. Tweedy's just been able to open him up in so many ways.
And I mean, Atai letting that second game go may have mentally put him out of this match, but he's got to find a way back in. Oh, and blocks the EX Assassin Strike, and Tweedy, I think a button may have gotten lost in the reversal frames there. He finds himself in the corner and gets Atai with no meter and gets the air dare. This could be some big damage for the Princess.
Alright, gets the full conversion. Alright, gets the sharpen safely. The throw, the little enhancement, going up to 14%.
And that was a great disrespect on the wake up, and then the respect on the wake up. It was so perfect.
Yeah, and the sweep, and just enough. Atai predicting the delayed wake up, times his meeting just a little bit later. Fundamentals of fighting game, smart stuff from the Puerto Rican prodigy himself. Trying to stay alive, but oh, it's gonna be Tweedy in the air, the NJP off the teleport. Now Tweedy in control. What's he gonna do? Wake up instantly. Refuses to let the momentum swing for too long.
Empty jump into DP. Oh my gosh, we've seen everything, KP. Hello.
The secret tech.
I guess he went for an armor break with that setup, but still got the hit.
Yeah, whatever works out, man. You'll take it.
And wow, what an instant jump back in the fan from Atai. That was the most crispy instant jump back one.
Yeah, beautiful. Tweedy trying to jump over and out there. Atai having none of it. He's a couple of hits away from the X-ray where Tweedy will be in imminent danger, but doesn't need to get to that point. Or will he be gate kept by the resident? Whoa! Instant down two. Atai. A down two to me is such an aggressive maneuver. It's like all types of get off me and feel me because I'm here. And Atai opening the match with that as a punish.
Wow, what an instant air fan from Atai. They paid off so well, and he's not even doing the full screen. He's doing them kind of in the neutral, in the max sweep distance. Doing such a great job. And shutting down everything Tweedy's attempting right now, and he has all the momentum. What a great backdash though for Tweedy to stop. That pressure.
Alright, match that down three, baby. And gets the reversal throw, rating his turn, and Atai strikes first in this game 5, taking round 1.
It's match point for ladies night, KP. Match point for ladies night.
Going it down. Atai trying to keep it going, but Tweedy and all of our contestants.
What a DP out of the teleport. Atai is feeling himself and caught Tweedy pressing a button on the cancel. Oh my gosh, he's playing out of his mind right now.
Into the overhead, blocking all the mix on these demons. Tweedy staying patient, not biting on the anti-air like Atai wants him to, trying to bait him into something with that float, which will lead into huge damage. Looking for the teleport, Atai knows it now, so he's just gonna stay very patient. Is the overhead? Is that enough to get the offense going? No. Demons out. What? The throw the down one into DP. And Tweedy cannot break. Into the hard knockdown. Tweedy is in big trouble here. Set up, back dashes, and Atai with the read.
That was the perfect read at the end of that match.
Into the fatality.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it'd be sweet if Kenshi knew that he had a princess like Kitana mounting him. But you can't see it anyway. And now he has no. What?
And here we go.
We need to break those anyway. Let's give them away and final round. Let's do it. Alright, into the Jacqui mirror. No games.
Both of them going full auto. YungMonster trying to make it back in the grand finals where he has been before at full auto in completely new territory. And while catching the start of a stanky leg, very rare to see some XP on stanky leg. That thing is so quick and one of the best tools in the neutral that she gets plus frames off of and can launch in the corner. And leads into her biggest damage, but full auto here, playing so good. And check him with the 4-2-2 and catches YungMonster pressing a button, but YungMonster fully loaded going into game number 2, or round number 2.
Yeah. Just to touch on those tools, I mean, we're seeing these guys doing a lot of the same thing at the same time.
Oh my gosh!
These idiots shoot each other 4 times in a row. That was beautiful.
And YungMonster had the balls to go for the 5th one and actually get it to land fully.
Yeah, that's the part of the new age wave of players. They play with the mentality that whatever they feel is going to work, they will do it for the fact that they feel it's going to work. no type of respect. They don't care. Let's keep doing it. This is what I want to do. YungMonster, just gunshot, gunshot.
Very good. Check it.
Infinite ammo. You know, it's a beautiful thing to have.
Oh, what an anti-air from YungMonster! Oh my gosh!
Wait a minute. Stop. Put the brakes on everything off, man. Slow it down. Because YungMonster is showing us how it's done. The down, poke, anti-air, off the ground pound cancel.
Into full combo. YungMonster, you need to calm down, young man. A full auto. Beginning this round, winning the zoning war. Oh, that's all. One guts, that's all it takes to get the momentum back in your favor.
Right, get the trade node, tries to armor out the hand cannon. 1 too many shots for any type of armor attack. And YungMonster has regained control of this match. Oh, baits the wake up and it's going to be a full advantage. Absolutely. And YungMonster taking game 1. Lightwork's going to go ahead and drop the military gear for the camo shirt. You know, just make it casual. You know, relax it now that he's up the game. And the smart stuff with the ground pound there. YungMonster looking to anti-air with that down poke again. Ooh. And the full auto special, the back forward 2 as a footsie tool. Combo starter, safe mid.
60% of the time, it works every time.
There you go.
Oh, YungMonster reversing position, and no, the snake leg combo, stop it, sir, look at the damage, 35 meterless. We got 5 snake legs in one combo, and that's gonna do it. YungMonster, he just needed that flick of the switch back into the corner, and 1 hit to take that entire health bar.
I mean, personally, I was still looking at the stinky legs. You know, I was going to, you know, wipe my nose a little bit, and then the round was over. YungMonster, my man, if you want to slow down, these 10-second rounds, bro, he's trying to make quick work of full auto and get the job done. Wants to advance to the final, doesn't even want to play right now as fast as he's
Oh, almost had the conversion. The low rocket just wasn't close enough to her. I think he gets full conversion there. And YungMonster working his way back into this round.
And it's a cute thing to see these guys try to anti-air each other, only to stop, to have the opponent stop.
Oh, stop. He was going for the big girl damage there. And luckily, full auto had the break there.
Up rocket. Yeah, full auto gets a little slick trying to get away with the EX. You remember that? Chrome for MKX?
Chrome for MKX.
Oh,
sign the petition.
Yeah. little insider thing if you were around too. I am back in the days of pre-release MKX. Oh, the beauty of Chrome. Shouts out to Lord King trying to make it happen. Dedicate his life's work to it. As Chrome Jacqui is putting in the work right now. Is it the costume? Is that the secret tech?
He has actually stopped, I think, every time that YungMonster has gone for that back forward 2, every single time it's gotten checked with that down 4. I've seen 3 of them now. He's just a wizard of that special. But finally, YungMonster stopping full autos of his own, but full auto is playing great right now.
Yeah, the mix is running wild and strong, baby. Stanky leg uses the interact tool to get the boot and gain some space. Full auto. Oh, and doesn't. Tries to jump out. Gets tapped with that overhead. Alright, YungMonster in control. Any combo can kill from any point in the position now from either one of these players. Oh, and walks back. Doesn't get the whip punish.
And barely gets clipped by the forward 1-2 twice. YungMonster didn't want to hit the double backdash to get him out.
Oh, and that was the smart stuff, but full auto after that double backdash is not going to have any stamina left to run. Instead, has to settle for a forward dash. Goes for that advancing streak, but it's just too slow. Doesn't have enough distance, and YungMonster is able to close it out with the ground pound. Now, wakes up, avoids the corner, rushes in. Savage overhead. Infinite aggression. And full auto is just throwing out wary armor moves now, and yeah, this is all but over now. YungMonster, 1 mix-up away. Use the plus frames and the smart stuff interactable. Full auto still alive.
Oh, the snake leg going the wrong way for YungMonster. Giving full auto a little bit of breathing room.
It could mean the entirety of the set. Backdashes, runs into the hand cannon. And full auto has life. YungMonster drops.
What a read! Oh my gosh!
The game-winning combo. What is happening? Aquaman.
Oh my god! That was. He didn't pick the chrome outfit.
And instantly he's punished for not picking the chrome outfit.
So sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, man.
Oh, but a great read. FullAuto going for the instant run and catching YungMonster press the button. Oh, and returning the favors. Oh, YungMonster putting him in the corner, but YungMonster immediately trying to get out of the corner.
Oh, it tries to wake up without meter. No. It's gonna get hit, Tweedy. Oh, and no whip punish just out of range, but it's gonna get the second hit of the string anyway. YungMonster's gonna block. I mean, break now. He wants this round. No bar. Wow, just enough range on the ground. Found that debris, taking about 10% off of FullAuto's life.
Oh, caught YungMonster pressing a button with that up rocket at the end of 4-1-2, and he's so close to this round.
Clutch one.
Oh no!
And a terrible decision from FullAuto. He actually gets the previous hand cannon to hit, does not meter burn it, instead tries to meter burn on a second chance. YungMonster jumps out and steals round one.
Match point now for YungMonster.
He's gotta be kicking himself after that one terrible mistake. Gives up a round.
Yeah, if he just come off the bar, seeing that hit, that would have even closed it out. I think he was trying to be, I'm not too sure, maybe a little stingy trying to hold on to the bar, but you gotta come off that bar to get the first round no matter what.
Yeah, man, clutch situation. So far, though, he's been able to fight back in the second round. Stay in control. Trading some poke, stays low profiles, that high attack from Jacqui. Gets the raw jump in, and this time he spins the bar to get the job done. FullAuto correcting his mistake, staying alive at least one more round.
Final round, fight.
He has been fighting this entire time, uphill, and we'll see if he's still got some more magic in him. He's gonna, yes, he's gonna switch sides. If it drops the ender,
combo, but gets the jump back, that's fine. Jacqui can make work here meterlessly.
And gets the punish, this is gonna be big damage.
That was so smart. That was conditioning. Every single time that he used the entirety of the string, YungMonster is armored out. This time, he takes the damage on her head and follows up with a whiff punish.
And oh no, here we go. YungMonster with a bar and a knockdown, but he goes to restand, and oh my gosh, the tricky low.
And oh, he just wakes up. Oh my god, what's it gonna be? One bad decision away, and the down one, he's smashing the post.
Oh no!
What's happening? That's not gonna kill.
Oh my gosh.
And he had the chance. The delayed wake up smart there.
What? They came in here. We're here to play second match of semifinals. Semiij versus Atai. FullAuto boys going at it and getting the first hit was Atai with the reactions of the butt slam to get us started. And he is starting off strong.
That all-important meter, gaining that bar back that he spent on MKX. But as we'll keep it PG tonight. And in control. I mean, he has a 50% life lead at this point. It's up to him to play patient. Goes for the instant float, trying to keep the offense going. Nobody wants to take a chance at a nice hit confirm on the back 1-2 a tie. This won't be enough to kill, but it'll be close. Put Semiij in danger. And the EX fade. No respect for anything you try to do, meaty. Mileena simply does not care. And come on, a time not like this. And not enough chip damage. Semiij with the deep jump into the telekick. Atai having none of it. Great patience. And the punish to secure the round.
Oh, if he'd have held that just a little bit longer, we would have got the reflect. And Atai, this is his first time breaking out. Royal Storm all evening. As he is, as you said earlier, generally an assassin main. But so many Kitana specialists play all three variations. That's so rare to see so many people use that many, all the variations of the character. And what a whip punish on the down three! Oh my gosh, Atai, you need to stop that, man.
Yeah, man. The bait, Atai with the next level mind game. Semiij hadn't even gone for a throw up until that point. And Atai just knew when it was coming, but a big no-no. The pokes into DP cancel does not work against Mileena. She can simply roll under everything. And a great combo as we've seen Semiij with his corner creativity. Beautiful conversion. And ties it up at one round apiece.
Oh, and that could have been Roll City from Semiij, but Semiij, one of the few Mileena players that doesn't use roll incredibly crazily. Like he never does roll in neutral, never risks it. He just plays so safe.
Yeah, speaking of safe now, expect an EX fade on wake up or whatever setup Atai wants to do. Blocks low.
Ooh, and the crouch on the throw.
Okay, these guys try. Oh,
and there's the fade. As long as he's got 1 meter.
Sick. I'm sorry, I gave him mine. All right, it's gonna open up game 2. Semiij with a forward 1 to get things started. Spins the bar on the fade to get the combo continuation. 28%.
Oh, and that looked like a hiccup from Semiij. Very good stuff. Instead of coming off the bar for the fade, just does a nice hiccup from into the roll for the full combo. Very good stuff. And still has a breaker in a great position in this first round of game number 2.
And Atai ready to challenge the fade on block, but on hit doesn't matter. You're gonna eat a. Wasn't even done yet, but that 29% was enough to get the job done.
Raw fan lift into neutral. I'm not too sure if Roll would have punished it at that range.
Not from that distance, but Atai. You know, this guy and his defense, you know, Semiij has got his damage and lunches, mostly from all combos, but every other, you know, aspect of the neutral Atai has been able to just hold it down and keep it steady, if not even at all times.
Oh my gosh,
wow.
What a float and new jump kick, and once again, being so meaty. Neutral jump kicks have such active frames.
He's simply trying his best now to just stay out of the corner, and the plan is successful. Semiij waking up with roll, using roll, doing telekins, just trying to change positioning as he submits the round, but Atai keeping that, you know, aggression in the right spots.
Oh, and the huge conversion. Oh, doesn't get the full one though. But Semiij, very rare drop. Went for that Semiij special of instant run down 1, instant run down 1, instant run down 1.
And enough hits on that forward 1 string to break the armor. And Semiij is going to get the jumble down 1 into the full roll corner combo conversion. Atai has his work cut out for him. Huge uphill battle ahead. Hard to make a comeback. And just like that, he's going to be in danger now. Less than 3% health. The telekick and the raw roll.
Any kind of tip there would have done it.
Yeah, man. Hurt those feelings. For the people who take them so seriously. But right now, the EX fade is going to hurt Atai's feelings. Forget your setup, forget your spacing, your neutral. I don't care about any of that. This move means all of it. And opens you up for full combos if you caught pressing the button.
Did you see the backdash on the dagger? As Kitana just slides backwards through the dagger? Great stuff from Atai.
I did. It was godlike, and I also saw Blanche get tossed. I don't appreciate this. I was taught to respect my elders.
Whoa. This is ladies' night. Age limit is no problem here.
Okay, that works. Sorry, Blanche. See you next week.
Blanche isn't even as old as Kitana. Calm down. Calm down, KP.
You know, I could quit right now for you even trying to compare Blanche to Kitana. But I'm gonna let that one slide, okay?
Blanche is 87 years old, and what's Kitana, like 4,000?
It's 10,000.
10,000 cut 8 to 87? Come on.
Yeah, she's been alive this entire time. She was waiting for me to be born, clearly. Anyway, Semiij, and this clone of a character that he uses, the false Empress, doesn't look too false right now. Semiij looking like a true king, trying to advance into the grand finals of the tournament this week, 3-0 for Atai. But
oh, and a big lag spike. Looked like it caused Atai to drop that combo, but Atai's got a little bit of momentum here to try to turn things around. And Semiij showing some respect on the plus frames of that jump 1. And Atai just going for the 12%.
Alright, doesn't go for the full combo. He didn't commit, so Atai wasn't able to get the full combo on the whiff. But now it just has to deal with these sides and daggers, using the float at the lowest height possible, baiting out that down 1 anti-air. Gonna get a full combo this time. Drops the lift, but that's okay. Scoops her right back up with the throw. Take this fan, and I'll take this round.
But look at that full stick of butter glowing on Semiij's side. That's 3 potential reactionary tools for Semiij, or to continuate pressure, and just like that, Arya's used it there to get out of the corner absolutely safely. And going for the downward anti-air, but doesn't get it, and Atai gets some big damage here. Oh, and doing some, went for some tricky stuff there. Semiij not falling for it, just blocking, and what a DP!
Yeah, the old school DX right there, a little string into the armored, what used to be a
this is gonna be close,
launcher.
And no breaker from Semiij.
He won't have enough to kill here, but the next setup, throw, poke, whatever may have you, look out for the instant.
What a down one anti-air, but Semiij had one bar, and just like that, he's back in it.
Too much frames out there. I'd be looking for the EX split. Anytime now. Oh, it gets greedy, tries to go for the throw. Cross up. Down 3. And be the queen, king of tonight's tournament. If he can defeat Atai here and move on to beat YungMonster.
And let's see if Semiij takes that loss lightly or if he goes ham here to try to close it out in game number 4.
Alright, using the plus frames and wow, and a great roll on reaction to Atai, trying to start some offense with an instant flow into a jumping punch, and Semiij having none of it.
And the inputs from Atai tonight, the most instant of fans versus Tweedy we saw earlier, and we've seen so many times now against Semiij, the instant air cancels into a neutral jump kick to generate some plus frames in the neutral have been absolutely outstanding. But Semiij now, as I'm finishing the sentence, kills this man, and he's got a match point.
Yeah, you talk about instant. What's instant is how fast she disappears from the screen on that EX fade. Mileena has nothing to do with anything when she comes up off that bar. And Semiij not only uses it just to start combos, but to abuse the capture strings, to mix his opponents up, or maybe he just wants to escape. You'll see him EX fade into regular fade again just to clear the space at times.
And the fan look in the neutral, finally working out for Atai.
Yeah, Semiij runs right into that one, loses 29% for his trouble. Atai gets the overhead, goes for the sweep, down one into the DP. Stopping the forward dash, Atai fighting back with some projectiles of his own. We haven't seen much fans recently.
What a reaction to the overhead from Atai!
Yes,
he might have been the first human to actually react to that 80,000 frame overhead. Congratulations to him, sir.
Yeah, watch yourself, Atai. You might be doing 2 putts. Stays away. Back to the face, and now Semiij wants to go back to the projectile game. The side recovery is so great. Alright, spins the bar to get the throw. Reset the neutral.
Very
jump
good.
in.
That one, a low profile. And the float to the HAP! That was so late.
And Atai is sitting on the greatest gift to any Kitana player worldwide. That is 3 bars of meter, which instantly catapults her to top 5 status when she has 3 bars. No questions about it. And he spends one now. That's okay. Lag spikes beware. Execution.
Oh no.
Enough to hold up.
In the run-up throw, Semiij respecting so much there and has... He had an X-ray of his own. It came off 2 bars, and Atai just blocking it out, and we're about to go to game number 5, but Semiij still fighting. And the butt slam, we are going to a game number 5.
Yeah, man.
Let's see the hype in that chat. Who you guys like, Atai or Semiij? Once for Atai, or Gut Tough Gaming logos for Semiij. It's 2-2. Winner of this is going to make finals of the Kombat Cup. Atai has been playing ridiculous all night. Second game 5 for him. Trying to reverse 3-0 Semiij. One of the kings of the Kombat Cup. Let's see what happens.
From Atai, the little shimmy right there. Dash in, walk out. Doesn't quite work. Semiij just staying patient, not pressing any buttons. Gonna strike first, get the first bar of meter, and force Atai to break early.
And
didn't quite have the meter to convert that yet. Actually gained it after the rising fans. And the double roll combo puts Atai back to the wall. And will the comeback be denied?
Match point now for Semiij, and he's getting the momentum early. This is exactly what you need to close out a match.
Yeah. Right, tries to lift the neutral. Size back to the projectile game. He's gonna go for the jump in. Atai's gonna respect it. Didn't expect that to work. Was looking for the roll, so blocked instead of continuing.
Oh, and the crate actually goes over Kitana.
Yeah.
Female hitbox is Paulo, please, and Semiij is going to be within striking distance of making finals now.
And the whiffs. It's going to go for the flow. Semiij is going to stay conservative. Not going to attack too much. Has a round to give.
Oh, and the down two.
And the down two. Again, get out. Emphatic. Trying to send Atai out in the biggest way possible, but instead just chucks. These guys have survived almost massive comebacks, choked here and there, but have been the most consistent and strongest players tonight. Clearly 1 and 2. With the honorable mention to Atai for sure. But now, only one man can win. So what's it gonna be? Mileena, Jacqui Briggs, let us know who you got. Let me get a 1 for YungMonster, 2 for Semiij.
And YungMonster coming out with shotgun Jacqui Bay. That's healthy, but that crossover hitting everywhere on the screen. And Semiij's gonna try to get.
And the fundamentals of a fighting game player, failing YungMonster in that situation, looking to anti-air, and Mileena jump in one of the most ridiculous air attacks I've ever seen. I lost an entire.
Oh my gosh! Back-to-back fades. And did you see the ridiculousness of Semiij holding that fade and then coming out of it to get the trip guard on the whiffed NJP? That was absolutely savage.
Just like that down two. Denial on the jump in. Sorry, YungMonster, I'm having none of it. Alright, I am Semiij, and I want to win tonight, alright? The special under 18 club, ladies night out. I don't know how that even works. But Semiij trying to prove who's the superior minor in this case.
Oh, what a conversion!
Oh,
that
my God.
I thought for sure he wasn't getting stunned into using the hit stun to generate pressure, or using an EX to get a full combo on reaction. It's so scary to fight Mileena because she has so many anti-zoning options, as well as pretty much almost every option in the game. She has great pressure, great wake-ups, but he is going to switch to FullAuto here.
She has a great head that got tapped by that fact too. YungMonster jump kicking right into the invincibility frame is gonna stop him in his tracks in the air, but that's okay. Still comes out on the other side in full offensive mode, attacks the invincibility on the fade, and Semiij is gonna come right out back into this pressure. Doesn't spin the bar.
And tries to blow up the gap. But that back forward two so slow on startup.
Oh, and could that be an input error? It's gonna get the projectile absorbed, and this may cost him his life, and it does. Wow, one mistake, and Semiij just smelling the blood in the water, taking advantage. That is now 3 rounds in a row.
YungMonster throws out Stank Leg at the start of that round, and then does an instant interactable into the ground pound. I love how everyone tonight has used interactables. Especially for these Jacqui players, even FullAuto was doing some crazy stuff off the cancels into the ground pound. And the way that they utilize trying to get out of the corner, it's been great tonight.
Right, 90s patience from YungMonster, something we don't really get to say much. Usually, you know, just about any player I've seen over the course of MKX, but finally gets opened up, and Semiij drops the double roll combo, loses positioning, and loses the life lead.
The up rocket catches the fade.
Loses the bar meter, and loses the round, all in rapid succession. Everything going in the favor of YungMonster.
Just teleported into some active frames of an up rocket, blasted right to the mouth. YungMonster gonna break early. He does not want to lose a big health lead to Semiij. And yeah, as you're saying, it's rare to see great defense from YungMonster just because he's such an offensive player.
Yeah, for sure. His patience definitely one that's going to be tested, but gets the launch from the
44%! Woo! Miss Briggs, you're doing some damage. Calm down, little lady.
Alright, tries to jump out of the pressure. Semiij has 1 bar meter, but that's all he really needs. Uses the EX fade to stay away from the gunshots.
And that actually is going to kill out YungMonster, tying things up here in Grand Finals. Last season, and we're already off to a great start here in season number 2, with Grand Finals being close, and Semiij trying first blood here in game number 3.
Yeah, man, that's just a testament to the level of competition, man. People just fighting against whoever, however, and doing whatever it takes to ensure, you know, anything but a free victory. But speaking of free,
gosh,
you can't spell flawless. It's just ridiculous. Like, Semiij gets the hood perfect the first game, cleans it up with the real deal flawless in this third game. And wait a minute, for double flawless. Wait. What is he working on? YungMonster.
Oh, there we go. There's some chip.
Woo. Okay, yeah.
Oh, catch him back too.
I would have been ready to end the broadcast right then and there.
Very good. Not falling for the 50-50 off the EX throw. There's Semiij, because YungMonster is loaded with a bunch of damage, and the OS off the back too, even on the fade out. The gun coming out.
Alright, traded some pokes. Now Semiij says no pokes. Let me toss you back into this corner. Goes for the throw, the wake up neutral jump. Almost works out a little too early and jumps.
Those female hitboxes. Calm down, KP. Oh my gosh.
Sir, I love my female hitboxes. I appreciate them. You should learn.
And what a reaction from YungMonster or Reed to just run up, expect the fade, and meet him with a 1-2-1-2. Great stuff from YungMonster.
Yeah,
and the back and forth is hype right now.
If you saw his run, his stamina, he kept running meaty on the way. Like, he kept running. He waited for the bait. That was definitely a read and a bait by YungMonster. And great conversion by Semiij. Goes for that patented dash under combo to keep his back towards the wall as we move closer to the corner.
And great use of the slide. Trying to slide into Semiij's DMs, but drops the combo.
Yeah, didn't get too much fetus in there, so the lift wasn't enough with Jacqui's T-Rex limbs. Instead, has to get a combo the old-fashioned way.
And once again reacts to the fade, and that's gonna do it. YungMonster, the young
YungMonster, you know, showing a little bit more flexing the talent tree right now instead of just pure mix.
And now he's trying to put the nail in the coffin, starting off with 34% corner carry. Semiij getting out of the corner early, but he's gonna eat a lot of damage for it, and he's already halfway down in this round. It comes off a bar. He's got a big health. Oh my gosh, I'm not too sure if I'd have come off the resources if I was Semiij to try to start all of this pressure, but we'll see if it pays off.
He's gonna get the conversion. Dashes under again. Goes for the splat. Counter poking, and this time Semiij going to the next level instead of trading pokes to a throw. Starts with the string.
Oh, the down 2 out of the fade.
Ooh.
That might be a first.
That within my soul.
That might be a first. And just
let me check my stats again. What the hell? I got 2 more losses for that down 2? I can respect it. Semiij just doing too much right there.
So he even caught me in that match because he lost half of his health bar, and then he immediately came off his bar on a fade, didn't pay off, and he still kept burning that meter and took that round. Semiij,
yeah,
so a ballsy man right now, trying to win this.
YungMonster a little too antsy there, runs in, tries to get meaty pressure on in the corner on wake up. Semiij EX fading away out of that, but ends up back in the corner one way or the other, and doesn't have a bar for wake up this time. Jacqui with that long extended active frame string is gonna outlast the delayed wake up and chip out.
Semiij has the bar, has 2 bars now. He's got a breaker. If he gets opened up here, he's got a couple of fades. If he generates some pressure here,
okay, gets the telling key. Fades out. Doesn't quite get the conversion from there, but still in control. And Semiij blocking these bullets, and he doesn't watch his head. He's not going to gain the meter in time to do anything.
And the 50-50. That should do it.
Wait a minute, Aquaman. Let's not call it just yet. This is Semiij we're talking about. Opens him up. YungMonster breaks. No meter. Goes for the wrong telekick.
Oh my gosh, just like that.
And just like you were talking about, it's over. Semiij with the answer. The commentators, the guy who has got the second game first, has gone on to win the set. So tonight's luck is in the favor of YungMonster. Can Semiij turn it around on the last chance, or will YungMonster close the deal on all the comebacks tonight? and walk away as this week's champion.
YungMonster getting the big damage early. Trying to take away some momentum that Semiij just gained from that win. And look at the recovery on the up rocket, but blowing up the gap.
Through the gap. Wow, and no punisher. He gets opened up by the 800 frame overhead. But Semiij does not complete the corner combo. Meterless, you are upwards of 40% there. Will YungMonster survive this one? I don't know. And he does not. Semiij knocking on the door to the title. YungMonster feeling the choke deep within his hands. Oh my god, he's running out of answers.
Oh, and everything's working out for Semiij.
And we saw Semiij start the third game off with a flawless victory. Got a hood perfect in the first one. YungMonster has 3 hits now in this game, and snowball effect, very real. Semiij in control, gets the back throw towards the corner, firing on all cylinders now. A little over 25% away, and YungMonster in desperation mode, throwing out the move. Gunshots, uppercuts. Trying to build a life, and the signs is going to be guaranteed pressure.
Oh, and the command grab.
Interactable command grab. And your champion tonight, Florida boys, young Semiij, Ethereal Mileena, completes the comeback. Mileena, champion of Ladies Night. And that choke is going to be the story of the week.
That had to have affected their in game number.